I feel like doing something really dumb. Let's just do a dumb video. I'm not feeling into like doing anything super serious today. Let's do something stupid. I had a very stressful couple weeks and I decided to do some retail therapy, which is super rare for me. I never do retail therapy, ever. I never buy things for myself unless I'm in the grocery store and I see a snack that I want. But I went on to Arteza and I bought all this stuff. I got the gouache paints. Gouache. And I got the watercolor books, which is a lot of fun. I got an Art Snacks mystery box. That was a lot of fun. Then I went on Amazon and I got those cheap water-based markers. Then I got the cheap alcohol markers, and I got one more really cheap thing. And we're just gonna do a video on that today. And no, it's not this. This is the Arteza Premium Sketch Pad in black. But shit, that's gray. Well, I haven't actually opened it yet, because they sell them in 2-packs. Not to be confused with Tupac. I called Tupac 2-pack once, and now my friends will never leave me alone about it. Every single time they see Tupac, they're like, hey look shit, it's 2-pack. You make a mistake once in your life, and then you know you have good friends, and they never let you forget it. Ugh. This is black paper. It's super textured, it's perforated so I can tear pages out. It's kind of thin. It feels like construction paper, to be completely upfront and honest with you. And it's dented on the corner! Yeah. But you know, it's okay. That's not the point. That's not the point. But we got black paper, and I got something off Amazon that I thought was gonna be a lot of fun. Faber-Castel Metallic Colored Ecopencils. I saw Faber-Castel and I'm like, oh, they're the guys who make the Polychromos colored pencils. They're one of the most expensive colored pencils money can buy. And I thought for sure this was going to be like the same quality because Faber-Castell. But the thing is, these pencils were cheap. I don't remember how much they were, but it was cheap enough for me to buy them on a whim. It's 12 metallic colored Ecopencils. And I guess they're called Ecopencils because the wood is like sustainable or something. Wood from certified sustainable forestry. It's cool. So we're saving the planet, you know, by buying these, which is really cool. They're metallic. Who's texting me? And let's just have some fun, man. Let's just play with these. They feel like they'd be really thin. But then you take one out and they're actually not so bad. They're very, very, very light. Extremely simple. It says Eco Metallic. Has FSC on it because it's certified. Apparently a selling point to this is the fact that the lead will never break because I guess it's glued all the way down or something like that. Non-perishable product means it'll never go bad. Non-toxic, safe for children. That tells me these are made for kids. And I just bought kids colored pencils. Of course. So we got our nice big black... Wow, that was a wrong way to start that. We got our black, you know, sketch paper, and we got some metallic colored pencils. Let's swatch these and let's see what they look like. Let me check that text message first. I got 2 phones. You guys like that? So there's no color names. It doesn't actually say what color everything is, so we're gonna have to name them ourselves. So we got this, whoa, it is extremely hard. This pencil lead is not soft. Press really hard. Ooh, gosh, that hurts. There's not much to talk about. I already like wore down the nib quite a bit, so let's call this Galaxy Green. Alright, so we got Galaxy Green, Son of Galaxy Green. They are sparkly, that's nice. Torpedo Blue. Starlight, Starbright Blue. Space Gray TM, because that's an Apple thing. Whitish silver. Oh, this one actually looks nice. This is a good one. Guys, we got a good pencil finally out of this set. Straight up gold. Number 1. Because it's number 1 so far. That's like the best looking one so far. Oh no, that was supposed to be an R. Imposter red. Disappointment purple. Because you can't even see it. Did you even try violet? This is like, they're all the same. Like, these are the same violet. I am like, guys, I am pressing so hard. Like, I'm probably making like indentations on the very next page. I am pressing so hard in these pencils because I cannot get anything to show. And then last but not least, we have 3rd place. I think it's supposed to be like a bronze. So now we have the, oh wow, look how shiny, you guys, look at the light shine off of them. So these are metallic colored pencils, and they're supposed to be really good on dark paper, which they kind of are. I mean, put it in perspective, here's my Polychromos. You see how white that is, how bright that is? That's what it's supposed to be, but these, you see how dark they are, so... You know, it's okay. I think we're gonna be alright. Well, let's just goof off a little bit. Let's just make some art with these 12 Eco Metallic colored pencils, and I'm gonna do this after I'm done working, because apparently everyone wants to text me today and ask me for help and do stuff. I really shouldn't be recording art videos while working anyway, but let's go see what we can do. So today is June 3rd, 2021, and the footage that you are now watching was recorded on April 5th, 2021, so as you can see, I am extremely behind. But the 2 months of just sitting on this footage has given me plenty of time to think and reflect, question my life choices, question my previous opinions, and I am going to preface this entire video with this. Children's colored pencils. These are not professional. I cannot beat myself up if I did not like the end result, because let me tell you, I did not like the end result. A rare glimpse into the fact that I am drawing on paper. I never draw on paper anymore because between then and now I actually have an iPad now and I draw on the iPad for everything, but that's aside the point. All I'm doing here is I'm drawing something kind of flowy. I'm drawing a dragon, duh, that's what I always do. I thought I'd make it like a space theme. I thought it'd be really cool, the shiny, colorful pencils in the background. I made a flowy kind of mane and hair, and it was going to be super reflective, and there's going to be stars everywhere, and in my head it was going to look awesome. The sketch is done very loose, because I'm not going to do any line art or anything. We're just going to go right on top of it with those colored pencils. Erase it a little bit, you know, play with your eraser. That is part of the process. You must play with the sticky eraser. The problem that I had was I didn't know what colors to use. I figured, let's just make the base of it that only color that actually looked halfway decent, that gold color. So let's go through the whole thing with gold. In traditional colored pencils, you can layer colors. You can put one layer down with one color, put another layer on top of it with a different color, and they blend. Did these blend? Yeah, a little bit. But the problem that I had was that they were all like the same level of light and dark, and they just kind of turned into a mess. With dark paper, you're supposed to kind of not put so much color down where you want it to be darker, like you kind of have to work backwards. But it just looked weird because it's black and it's not reflective and shiny, and I just ran into so many problems with this. I think the biggest problem that you guys are going to see here in a little bit is just how blinding it was. It was so stupid shiny. Looking at it right now in the footage, you guys can see the yellow, you can see the red that I'm using, I'm blending them together. It's like, oh hey, that looks kind of nice. But you're going to see as soon as I tilt the paper a little bit and that light reflects off it, oh, it's so stupid shiny. You guys want to talk about like medical grade eye strain? That's what this gave me. This video is only about maybe a little less than 16 minutes long. This picture took me the better part of 2 days to finish. I couldn't even record all of it because there were some times I had to pick up the pad of paper, turn my chair away from my window, and work in the dark because it was just so hard to look at with how the light just reflected off of it. It might as well just been drawing on a light bulb. It was awful. The pencils themselves were okay. They were very, they were hard, like I mentioned. They kind of blended. They were very crumbly, but, you know, it's whatever, man. They're kids' colored pencils, and they're metallic. I mean, you're not gonna get these nice, soft, creamy leads when they have to load them up with, like, the mica to make them sparkly. You can't fault the pencils for that. I knew what I was getting into. Also, my head is all over this video, guys. I tried so hard to edit my head out. I'm sorry if you see it. I'm sorry if it bothers you. It was around this point, though, that I think I was at my wit's end. I was so done. I was trying to shade with a little bit of the purple, and I couldn't see it. My eyes are burned out of their sockets. I was just so tired. So look how light it is. It's like white. And then you tilt it, and it's colorful again. Oh my gosh, it looks... Okay. It's been 2 months since I did this. The end result does look really cool. But this process was brutal. So I put it away. I got a good night's sleep, and I decided to start it again in the early morning when it wasn't too bright. And I figured with fresh eyes, I would be able to at least finish it. Hopefully. By now the body's already been done. We got the gold scales. They're all shaded. They're okay. I'm gonna go back in later and clean them up. But for the hair, I wanted to use every color I got in this box. So I decided for the hair, it was gonna be like a rainbow. I was gonna start off with, I think I did green, and then I was gonna go to blue, and then I was gonna go to purple and pink, and it was, you know, in my head gonna look pretty nice. But by the time I got to this point, I already kind of knew what I was in for. I had plenty of practice with how these pencils handled. And I kind of stopped caring too much about making a smooth color. I started to get really sketchy. Because you can't kill yourself over something like this. I actually hated these pencils so much that I tried to return them on Amazon. I'm not a Karen. I'm not going to complain. I want to speak to your manager. These pencils were so unusable that I need to speak to your manager right now, because this is such an inconvenience on my life that I need to return these right now. I would never do that. It's so stupid, man. Karens, am I right? But I did ask Amazon if I could return them, because I'm never going to use these again. And they approved the return. They said, yeah, we'll get you your money back. You don't have to return them. Like, are you kidding? I just got a refund and I don't have to return them. So I got my $7 back, but now I'm stuck with these stupid pencils. I just can't get rid of them. And I thought about giving them away to someone, but it would probably cost me more to ship them than it would be for you to just go buy them on Amazon. Or I'll buy them on Amazon and send them to you. So I think what I might do later on is I might redo this. Yeah, can you believe it? I want to do it again with these pencils. I'm going to use different paper though. I'm going to try like a firmer paper. This paper is a sketch paper. It's not meant for finished art, and I think that's why I'm still a little salty about it, because I put so much work into this art. So much time, so much effort, so much pain, just to have it be on a flimsy piece of construction paper. Still bitter, still salty. Ugh. But it's done now, sorta. We got the colors all down, the shape is done. Now it's time for the over-rendering. We're gonna go through and we're gonna add white. We're gonna add white stars. The dragon's holding like a big star, and maybe it's making this star. I mean, that'd be kind of cool. A side note, by the way, guys, if you remember in the original sketch, this dragon was smiling. It just got completely lost in that gold pencil, so he looks kind of serious. Like he's just kind of expressionless, just blankly staring ahead while making the star. Maybe this guy is an overworked, underpaid, you know, minimum wage employee whose job is to just go make stars, and he's just kind of making a star, you know? And just listlessly staring into space, like, you know, thinking about what he's gonna have for dinner, if he can afford gas in his car, you know? Who cares about the Karen yelling at him behind him? You know, just the poor guy. Raise the minimum wage! As the final touch, I went through and used a silver pencil, which I hadn't used yet, and just kind of outlined it. I tried to give it a bit more of a pop because it was kind of blending into the paper a bit. Just to kind of try to save the hours and hours and hours and hours I put into this. Guys, 16-minute video. You didn't see all the time it took me to go through and color each one of those scales, every strand of hair. It was pain. And I can't believe I'm sitting here thinking about doing it again. Just absolutely ridiculous. Someone stop me. I need professional help. In the end, do I regret doing this? No. Look how shiny it is with the light though. I'll be honest, in person, it's pretty cool. How you can look at it from one angle and see all the colors, and then as soon as you turn it a different way, it turns into like this shiny reflective thing. It looks really cool. It was just such a pain. But I think my favorite part about this art was after I put it on the computer and photoshopped it a little bit. I didn't add any color. I just changed the levels a bit, and it turned into this really cool standalone piece that no one's ever going to understand how painful this was to do. Did I learn a lesson from this art? No, not really. Maybe to invest in better paper, because that paper wasn't that great. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was super silly, super dumb. I wanted it to be really easy and dumb, and it ended up being like this huge thing, and I learned nothing from it, and I can't wait to do it again. As always, make sure you like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more art videos just like this one and other challenges that I do. I love killing myself over art, and I love sharing it with you guys. And until next time, I will see you in the next video.